How's it going, crew? This is Happy Days, and welcome back to another episode of the Let's Build series, where each episode we take a look at how to build something new and different and exciting in Terraria. Remember, a big part of this series is that we're not essentially following normal gameplay sort of storyline, so I might use resources that are available at different times of your adventure. The main purpose of this series for me is to share inspiration and ideas to help you, create different amazing things and share it and have a bit of fun while we're doing it. So if you can't tell, we're standing on top of a floating island today, and for a while I've often thought that they're really, really cool, and yet you go to your floating island, you raid the sky chest, and you probably never go back to it again. Today we're going to use the new meteorite materials, which have been added in the 1.3 update. And I thought we are going to change this into a bit of a meteorite base, and I can't wait to do it. I've got some great ideas, so I'm really keen to get started here. Okay, so as always with this series, I'm going to do a bit of a speed build and then take you on a tour at the end of the build and explain what I've done and where it is and what's the point of it. So let's get this started. Okay, so I realise I don't usually chat too much during the speed build, although there was kind of a major thing that I had to work on during this, and you'll notice that the edges of the meteorite bricks look a lot clearer all of a sudden. And what I actually realised that was happening is when dirt touches the meteorite bricks, it actually removes the orange edge from the blocks. And you can actually overcome that by using the white cloud blocks. So what I did was actually reduce the dirt surface, and I'll probably play around with it a bit more to actually just have a thin row of dirt just so we can plant some trees on it. And I'm actually going to use the same technique. See how there's quite a lot of rain cloud. I think what's important is not to be afraid to, sort of chop it back and sort of change it to suit you. So if you only want a thin layer of maybe some rain clouds patched along the bottom. So I'm actually going to reduce a lot of the dirt and rain cloud in the cloud. And then it also opens up other options to make little things like little storage chest compartments and little extras in there. So it took me a little while to realize it while I was building it, because I've never built in a floating island before. But it's kind of cool, so I'm really excited to keep going with this. And I guess it highlights a big thing for when you build too, guys, is that, it doesn't always work perfect first shot, especially when you're trying something new. And it's important just to, not get frustrated and, look at how you can actually get it working. So, I'll keep going and let's see what happens next. And welcome to our completed floating island base. So this was a lot of fun to make. I had a ball making this. So basically I've gone with like a central entry point, and some of you were actually talking about breaking away from using symmetry all the time, which I really liked. And I understand I've sort of gone with symmetry on the staircases here, but then each side of the base has a different design. So this one has your bed if you want to set your spawn point, and like I've alternated the joining rooms with just a column, and it's actually open so you can see the background, which is kind of cool. And I think I've got a strange plant to hand in. Ooh, glowing mushroom dye, that's cool. I'll play with that in a moment. And then on the other side, got a little stairway leading down, put some treasure chests around, and even little things like I've got an outlook here, and you could put some cool things like some little floating little islands out there. Underneath the base I've used the hammer trick with water, which is when you hammer half a block it actually creates a little waterfall. And I actually like this a bit better than having those yucky grey rain clouds on it. I think it was a bit much, but I kind of like just having the twinkling waterfalls underneath. It just gives it a nice look, in my opinion. Then on the top, I was thinking about how to incorporate the grass into the floating island, because they do have a lot of it. And I was thinking about times I've been in the city, and in the city they generally have like little garden beds and they have trees inside those. And I've sort of gone with that design, and it keeps it a bit neater, I think. The dirt was not working with the bricks. It gets rid of the outlines, as I mentioned before. So by containing it within bricks, it actually gives it a nice appearance. And then to finish it off, and you could make as many of these as you want, I've just created some little clouds with little garden beds on them, just to add a bit of nature around. And just made some more sort of clouds with the little waterfall trick. This was lots of fun to make. You could make this out of any bricks you wanted. Yeah, you could try pearl stone, you could use even stone, woods would look cool. So play around with it, guys. So I guess this week, I set you the challenge last week to make the two rooms adjoined by a central middle room. Our challenge this week can be find a floating island and try and convert it into a base using your own style of bricks. I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. I was amazed by the designs you guys did last week. So I'll leave the link to our Steam group in the description. And yeah, have a bit of fun with it. Find a floating island and play around and see what you guys can come up with. Alright, leave a like if you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget in the comments to keep your suggestions coming for the next episode in the series. I know I'm doing a few of them at the moment, but it will stretch out to once a week series eventually. So yeah, and even if I don't respond personally to your comment, I pretty much read every comment, so don't think, oh, Happy won't read it. Let me know, if you want to see an underwater like Atlantis city, or like a cool different take on a hellstone lava fortress, or like a cool a lava base like with castles and lava flowing off the side. That'd be awesome. There's so much we could do, like a mushroom fortress sort of thing, or just a giant mushroom house, or a flying mushroom house. Oh my gosh, spaceships, we can do it all. Okay, so basically leave me a comment is what I'm trying to say in like 3 million words or less. And if you haven't subscribed yet, guys, click that little HD icon in the bottom right corner. You won't be disappointed. We have lots of fun on our channel. Okay, until next time, you guys stay happy, and I'll see you soon. This is HappyDays signing out. See ya. And that means that ectoplasm will be, getting farmed nicely. And you can see that was dead easy to set up that. So the mobs can cruise up the sides. The mimics can get in, which is one of the main things. Yeah, we've got lots of good loot. Oh, he's got 3,000 health! He's only got 3,000!